I don't even know where to start.
Raylan, do you want to go home?
So this is the first day of my sabbatical. So it's day 2 now of my sabbatical. It's day 3. Today's day 4. Yesterday I noticed that I had the camera facing the wrong way. I want to do this video journal for me. I can look back and see each day of my sabbatical, how I've changed, how I've grown during it. So, but mostly I'm just going to try to spend time with the family. I shouldn't put too much on myself. Diet's going a little bit better. I actually lost, I guess 0.4 pounds since yesterday. That's better than gaining, right? But yeah, I'm hopeful today's going to be a good day. So I've been putting off making this video for a while. This video is going to be a jumble of all kinds of thoughts, many of which are going to be completely out of order. But I did want to show some of the things that I did during my break from YouTube and on my sabbatical. One of those things was a vacation with my family. We basically did all the normal things that we do while we're on vacation, like walking trails.
Smiling.
That's good. Swimming together.
Look how good you float.
But we also did something that was a bit different. We checked out this really fun place called Mariachi Plaza. I think that's how you pronounce it. There was live entertainment, great food, and really loud music. That guy was helping me blow up his pants.
I wondered what he was doing too.
He was putting a mic on.
Yeah. You want to hear another song, Raylan? You want to hear another song? Yeah. You like the music? You like that? What you eating?
It was lots of fun. We also had a great time of worship at a small church in Nashville called, I think it was called New City Church. Singing out hallelujah to God. If you live in that area and don't have a church home, they would love to have you. It was a great, small, super friendly church. One other kind of different thing that we did while we were on vacation was we went to a cemetery and saw some interesting things there. There was this little shrine cut out of a hill in which there were some really cool art scenes depicting stories from the life of Jesus. This is the shrine grotto, like the crystal shrine grotto.
What you think of our beautiful cemetery place? Abraham's oak. Not a tree. Not really a tree. This is not the most wheelchair accessible place, Raylan. How are we gonna get Raylan over there? Raylan, we're gonna get you up the steps so you can go to the Crystal Shrine Grotto. One, 2, 3. Good job, Raylan. Don't fall off the back, Dad.
Good.
Does this?
Yeah.
Okay. No more steps here, though.
No.
The Crystal Shrine Grotto, circa 1938, of Danico Rodriguez, have been placed on the National Register of Historic Places.
Most beautiful head in history. That's supposed to be Jesus.
I believe so. Whosoever believeth in him shall not perish but have eternal life. John 3:16. Why do people just set their money up there?
I think that's in some traditions they want to pay him homage, or they feel like if they bless him, they'll be blessed.
Someone put a coin with a cross cut in it. Like, if they're winning donations, wouldn't they have a better place to put donations? It's more secure?
I don't think it's meant to be donations. I think it's more like a spiritual thing to do that.
What's today's date? Was it the 3rd or the 7th? It's the 7th?
I don't know.
Because I'm signing the guest book. So these are all like, this is not a real cave.
I mean, it was cut out of something.
Yeah, but like they made this.
It's a man-made cave.
Or maybe it was a hill and he made it up.
It's a lot of gluing rocks.
This is pretty crazy. Yeah, there's stuff everywhere. This is Zacchaeus Up a Tree by David Day. Well, this was made in 1991. There's different dates on things. Can you see Zacchaeus? It's right there. You like the Crystal Shrine Grotto? Your ears say yes. Jesus in the temple, sculpted in plaster, by Mary Craig, 1939.
It was just really, really cool. I really didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I did. It was a lot of fun. And it was also just a nice place to walk around and enjoy nature. So we did a bit of that too.
This is very unique. I've never seen so many tadpoles in one place. Careful, Emily. Little climber. You like the grotto, Raylan? We're gonna go back to the road soon.
Did you like going to the grotto, Mom?
Yeah, an interesting little stop.
Finally, on our vacation, we went to the Bass Pro Shop in Memphis, Tennessee.
That's the pyramid.
There we saw some fish,
Wow.
went bowling, and met one of our biggest fans, Susan, who has been incredibly generous to us these last 2 Christmases. So it was just really, really cool to see her, be able to meet her. Susan, if you're watching this, thanks for being awesome.
You looking at the fishies? Here, fishy, 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 fishy. Look like you like the fish. Look amazed at them. No, at the fish. Be like, wow. Dad'll edit it and make it look like you're just amazed. Look at the fish and go, wow.
Wow, wow.
Try harder. Look at the fish and say, wow.
What's a wow expression? Wow.
Our channel is unscripted. We never tell our kids what to do.
Not anymore. Raylan's smiling. She's totally found directions. The only child obeying. She looks awestruck. She's awestruck. Good job, Raylan.
Also in Memphis, we went to Beale Street and made so many fun memories there.
Are they gonna get hurt? No, they have no idea.
You me? You want me to go over there too?
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Woo! Like the drummer, Raylan?
You hear the music?
He's like, I'm listening. This little sensory overload for you. You thought mariachi was fun, Raylan. Whoa.
I did a great run yesterday. I think I did 4.2 miles or so. We're gonna drive home from our vacation today. And I hope that once I get back home and get back into the routine of walking in the morning, Bible reading, reading books, that it's easier somehow. But this has really shown me just how much self-control I don't have. So there's that. Walking and running is doing pretty good. I ran like 40 minutes of my hour yesterday, a little more than that, I think. And I felt really good from that. I did not run this morning because we were up late, and we slept horribly last night with Raylan seizures and things. So I did not run this morning or walk this morning. But in general, that's going really good. So I think that could continue really well, and I'm really hopeful about that. Gonna go get some breakfast, drive home today, long drive home. Feeling pretty good. All right, so I think I figured out that this is day 12. My weight's finally turning around just a little bit, being a little more diligent.
One productive thing that I was able to do was to go through our house and gather up all the old equipment that Raylan has outgrown or just doesn't need anymore. Whether that be old standers or old wheelchairs, one thing called a sitter, which is different from a wheelchair somehow. And I drove them all to a place that I could donate them to people who could actually use them. So not only did that declutter our house, but it also hopefully helps other families like ours. We also enjoyed some worship conferences and some pastors' conferences, and Abby and I and even Raylan were really refreshed at those.
God be my everything, be my delight, be Jesus my glory, my soul satisfied. In the end and the valley, you are faithful, you're working for our good, oh, you're working for our good, for your glory. Because you heal my heart, you change my name, forever free. I'm not the same. I thank the Master, I thank the Savior, I thank God. Come on, let's embrace all this music.
This is my dream outdoor entertainment. Can we have this in our backyard?
I thought you said it in church.
Well, the church, one this size for the church and a little bit smaller one for our backyard. This patio furniture is like a plastic. Ugh. This is pretty comfy. Waterproof TVs, giant fans, speakers. Yeah, I want this thing. I want a small version for my backyard.
Well, for our backyard, throw a hot tub in the middle and we're good.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. What you think, Raylan? You sleeping? He's like, no, I'm not sleeping.
So I've already shared a few clips of some of the video journal that I kept for myself during my sabbatical. I might share some more of that at some point in the future. I'm not sure. Some of it's just private. But I do want to share this clip. You might find this funny. I walked quite a bit because one of the goals that I had for my sabbatical was to get more active by walking and running, both inside and outside. So this one particular day, I walked to my office at the church, but on the way, it started pouring down rain, like incredibly much. I really should have checked the forecast ahead of time. So when I got to my office, I hung up my shirt on the fan in my office to dry it out, and I recorded this clip of it.
So I walked to the church in the rain this morning. My shirt is soaking wet. So I'm trying to dry it out a little bit. So I just sit here without a shirt on. So I don't know what day this is of my sabbatical anymore. It's been over 2 weeks. I guess that would make today the 15th day, because today's Tuesday. 16th? Maybe 16th day. Anyway, I'm feeling pretty hopeful about things. I certainly play on my phone more than I thought that I would, more than I think that I should. Having some good times of prayer, having some good times of worship, and just some good encouragement through the books I'm reading too. And also some of the preaching that I've been listening to. It's just good reminders that, you know, life isn't supposed to be easy. And that's okay. I can trust in God, be thankful that He doesn't give up on me. Even though it's hard, maybe God has something in store. So I missed a few days of running because I've been out of town and also just lazy a couple days, but getting back to it, and I am going to make this count. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. Actually, I was able to jog 2 whole miles and then a little bit extra. Maybe I couldn't keep up the faster pace that I had been doing, but I was able to go a lot longer, slower, so gotta keep on moving. The sweat on my face tells me that I'm doing it right. How do people do this?
Okay, you put, yeah, those two.
Yeah. This here?
No, the orange one above it.
Okay.
And then you gotta get your,
Oh my god.
Grab onto that. No, pull your other.
I can't do that. Hang it upside down? No way. No way.
So I haven't done this in a while. Just wanted to give an update on how I've been feeling about all this, about my sabbatical, about going back to church, since now we're getting closer to that. Like I said, almost 2 weeks away. I've definitely felt more rested during my sabbatical than ever before.
One of the last things I did on my break was spend some time in a secluded cabin in the woods, just me and a few books. I spent the time reading, praying, and thinking about the direction that God would have me to go in the days and years to come. As I was staying in that cabin, every morning I would go for a walk. And on my walk one morning, I saw that there were some goats on the property. So Abby encouraged me to try to feed them because she loves animals of all kinds. So here's how that went as I tried to feed the goats. Want it? You don't want it? You want it? You don't want it? No? I'm trying, Abby. I'm trying. Look at him scratch his head. He's scratching himself. Okay, Abby, this time I have actual grass. Think he'll take it? You want it? You can have it. You don't want it? Here you go. Don't bite me. Here. Can I set it there? Oh, I dropped it. Abby, I tried. Sorry. All right, we're gonna try this again. Got some apples this time, Abby. I do see a cow, not a cow, a goat over there. Hope he's hungry. He's looking at me like, what are we doing today? You're gonna like this one. Yeah, you're gonna like it. Okay. All right, here we go. You ready for this? Oh, don't bite me. Don't bite me. All right, try this again. What's wrong? What's wrong? Oh, you're afraid of this big guy. Oh my goodness, you're a big guy. Okay, don't bite me. Here you go. Oh my goodness, you guys are big. You're scary. Let's try again. Here, can I just put it right here? Here, look. There it is. There you go. Right there. Look. Ah, you're gonna make me feed this to you. I'm trying. I'm trying. Here we go. Got some dirt on it. You want it? Do you want it? You don't want it? Here, you can have it. You don't want it? You guys are funny. Here, what if I drop it right here? You want it? I don't get it. I don't get it, guys. Here. Here you go. It's an apple. You don't want it? You guys are funny. Well, I dropped it. Look, it's down there. Look. Look, down here. Okay, I'll give you another one. Here. Oh, you're afraid of that big guy. That's what it is. You're afraid of the big guy. Here you go. Here you go. Look, here you go. Right here. Do you want it?
He started eating it. He got a little bit. Look, it's on the ground now. It's on the ground. You guys are funny. I don't get it. I'm trying. I'm trying. This will probably be my last entry for the sabbatical video diary. I've had a really good sabbatical. I feel much more refreshed than I have for a long time. I think I feel even more refreshed now than I did after my first sabbatical. I remember thinking after my first sabbatical, within a month or two, that I couldn't possibly wait for another sabbatical. And I know I haven't gone back to church yet, so I can't really say whether that's going to be something that I say or not. But right now, I can't imagine saying that uh, even after a year or two, which I suppose still would be a long time before my next sabbatical. But all I'm saying is I feel refreshed. I did read a ton of books. And I think the reading and the walking and honestly, just not having a schedule that I have to do um, has been, those things have been the biggest difference for me. Um, and yet it hasn't been a vacation. I've stayed busy reading and studying, um, read the whole Bible, read, I don't know, 14 books so far, I think. And then I have like 4 more that I can finish. It's something like that. So it's been really good. Now, of course, I'm in this cabin at Lake Salatisca. I've been here for um, just over a week now, minus one night because I went back home. But this has been a really good place to finish my sabbatical, just real quiet, um, no distractions whatsoever. It's really easy for me to get distracted at home. Even when yesterday, when I went home and I took like 4 books with me, thinking that I would read, I only read maybe a chapter and a half, if that even. So I hope that when I go home um, and my sabbatical is over, that I don't just get locked into the same routines of wasting time. Um, I hope that I carry over some of these practices of making the most of the time, learning, growing, because truly, that's what I think has been refreshing the most is really jumping into the Bible and really jumping into all these books. And um, life gets complicated when I think that I have to do so many other things or accomplish so many other things or make progress in so many other areas. I want to keep life simple. Study, preach, um, care for my family, of course. Yeah. And not to say that I can't have hobbies and do fun things that have goals and things like that. I mean, I'm going to go back to Amazon. I'm going to keep on doing things there with YouTube and such. But I do want to slow down all those things. I was trying to maintain an impossible pace. And I hope that even as I instill goals for some of these things, like I want to post to my daily devotional channel, that I wouldn't make unreasonable goals. I don't know. All I'm saying is that it's been a good sabbatical. I don't want to fall back into the same routines that lead to not being rested. I want to stay rested even as I work. I want to rest and rejoice, as I always say. And I'm pretty hopeful that I can do that, both with my family, with church, and hope that that's contagious as well. I hope that people around me, especially Abby and the kids and the church, would see that it's um, resting in Christ can lead to rejoicing in work. Maybe that's a good saying. We'll see. Anyway, I think this has been a good practice of doing these video journals, even if I haven't been consistent with it every day like I originally wanted. I think it's just a good look to see how my thought has changed over time. So glad I did it. I'm really glad I did this sabbatical. I think next year I don't need to spend a whole week at Lake Salatisca by myself. Not next year, next sabbatical, 7 years from now. think a whole week by myself, week and a half actually is what a closer go to was. It's a little much. If I come down here for any more than that, I think I need to have Abby with me, or maybe even the whole family. Well, I guess most of the family's gone out of the house by then, right? Anyway, been good. Glad that I was able to do this. Glad that my church gave me this opportunity. Looking forward to getting back in church. So that's it.
So I'm back. In a lot of ways, I've realized how busy and unsustainable what I was doing was. You're just gonna make those noises, aren't you, Raylan? Are you talking to? As I said, I was taking a sabbatical from church, and I used that opportunity to also take a sabbatical or a rest from YouTube. Kind of reevaluated a lot about what I've been doing in life, and with this channel, and of course at church. And I've come to make some choices and decisions that might not be the most popular, but they're necessary both for my health and my family's health, and also this channel's health in a lot of ways too. So where do I start even? Gosh. I did do like a video journal during my sabbatical somewhat. My counselor from last spring, I guess, kind of encouraged me to do that. Just kind of talk some things out. Of course, I'm used to videoing myself and talking, so it's an easy format for me to do that rather than writing. I don't do a whole lot of writing with my hand, or outside of sermon preparation, a lot of writing, with a computer. So I'm not sure if I'll ever share some of those thoughts, but it was cathartic, is that the word? To kind of speak some of those thoughts and think through a lot of those kinds of things. Gosh, there's so many things on my mind right now. It's really hard to start even. I read a whole bunch of books about being a good pastor and being a healthy Christian. And those things challenged me to think through my both social media life and church life and Christian life. And through thinking through a lot of those things, I've come to decide that I need to kind of back off of YouTube a little bit. Now, I don't think I'm ever going to leave completely. So don't think I'm saying that. I'm certainly not saying that. But even doing one video a week for this channel, I realized that is a commitment that I need to focus my time elsewhere. And I'm not sure what that means exactly, besides I need to back off a little bit. But just to kind of give kind of a heads up in terms of what this channel is going to look like going forward, it needs to look different. And for many reasons, my health only being one of them, my mental health. You okay, Raylan? Are you starting to cry a little bit? Maybe we need to talk about this another time. So I'm in St. Louis waiting for my kids to get done with their orthodontics appointment. So I thought I'd have a chance right now to kind of update things and tell you where we've been. So like I said, I've been on sabbatical, spent a lot of time in prayer and Bible study. Yeah, it was just a really good time for me to be refreshed. And like I said, I spent some time kind of thinking through this channel as well. And that's really what I want to talk about right now. I'm gonna have a seat right here, I think. Maybe over there. So one of the things that I want to talk about is the direction of this channel. And I mentioned this a while ago, but I think I want to change the name of the channel. And the reason I want to do that is a few reasons. But one, my focus on this channel has always been, I want you to have hope. I want us all to focus on the hope that we have. Don't focus on your circumstances. Don't focus on how bad things can be. It's so easy to get into that rut of thinking about how bad things are, right? But I just want you to have hope. No matter what circumstance you're in, have hope and joy. And second, the reason I want to, well, a few reasons. One, Raylan's not a baby anymore. So calling this channel Sunshine Baby is kind of weird at this point. So we're going to be changing it to Hope and Sunshine. I want you to have hope. And it's always a nice day. Right now it's a really nice day. Got some sunshine going on today, although a cloud just went overhead. Focus on the good things. Focus on the joy. Focus on the sunshine. And a second reason for that name change is that I just want to point out that this channel really isn't about Raylan. We've talked about this before. I've really kind of in some ways done a disservice to this channel talking about how it's Raylan's channel. You don't have hope and joy by thinking about Raylan. You don't have meaning in life, purpose in life by thinking about one of my kids. I want you to have hope and joy no matter what circumstance you're in life, and focus on the good things that you have in your life. What are some things that you enjoy in life? Whether you have a family, whether you have a church family. So I hope the name change also signifies that this channel isn't so much about Raylan's story as it is about your story as well. Now, in saying that, I don't mean to say that Raylan's not going to be on this channel. Of course she is. I think Raylan's story is a great illustration of the story that I think we all should have, is that we should have hope and joy no matter what circumstance we're in. But I want to focus less on Raylan and more about you, the hope that you can have. Now, of course, I'll still probably update on Raylan's journey and those kinds of things, but I want you to have hope. That's the point. I want you to have hope. And I also want to kind of discourage some of the questions that I've been getting in the comments. Most questions are fine, but some people seem to have an unhealthy obsession with Raylan, and they want to know every aspect of her life, every aspect of even like almost acting like she's their best friend. And certainly I've responded to some people and saying, you know, you can certainly consider Raylan to be your friend, because I want you to have hope. I want you to know that you're loved and things like that. But you also have to remember too that the internet can be a scary place. And as Raylan's father, I need to always keep in the back of my mind, you know, I don't really know the people who are on the other side of the comments. So going forward, I'm going to be more selective in terms of the comments that I answer. And if comments seem to be crossing the line between, you know, friendly or interested versus something even kind of creepy or too personal, I'm going to be more likely to just ignore comments, or even sometimes block users from being able to comment. And I do that for several reasons. One, I want us to have a kind of community that is healthy, both for my family and for all of you. So seeing those kinds of comments and me responding to those kinds of comments might leave the message that those kinds of comments are okay. And I just want to discourage that. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of family vlogging on this channel, which means that we do have a lot of people, you know, resonating with our story and even feeling like they're our friends and in a way family. And that's fine in some regards. But when you cross the line of saying, where are you right now? It's like, well, why does that matter? We're sharing the parts of our story that we want to on YouTube, and just be okay with that. And I want to mention also that just in general, I might be posting a little bit less than I have been in the past. And I know I've said that in the past, and I've kind of always kind of gone back to, you know, several times a week and that kind of thing. But this time, I've learned over my sabbatical that I really need to cut back on what I focus on. I don't know how I maintained the schedule that I did for so long. For a while there, I was posting like 3 or 4 times a week on this channel, and then twice a week or 3 times a week even on Abby's nursing channel. I posted every day in a daily devotional for a while. I was posting several videos a week for my church's YouTube channel. I also have a couple other channels that you guys don't even know about, and I was posting to those several times a week. And I have no idea how I maintained all that. All that to say, I really need to be more focused. And I've decided over the course of my sabbatical that it's not this channel. I hope that you're getting hope and joy from it, and I'm not going to abandon this channel completely. I'll still hopefully post at least once a month. That's my goal right now, once a month, one longer video a month even. I know some of you guys like longer videos, but I want to focus more on church. And not even YouTube church, but just church in general. That's really where my focus needs to be. Building up the church, seeing people grow in church, seeing the church grow. And I can't do everything. That's one thing that I've been learning more and more in the last couple of years, and even more specifically in the last couple of months. The more you dilute your focus, the more likely you won't accomplish anything. You hear that horn? I don't know where that's come from. You need to be able to say what's most important to you and do those things. Stop worrying quite so much about all the other things that people think that you need to do. Find out what's most important to you, find out what's most important in life, and do that with all of your heart. I've realized that hope and joy come from fulfilling your purpose. You know, and that's going to mean different things to different people. I'm a pastor, so faith is very important to me. And in order to fulfill my purpose, I need to be devoted to that purpose. I want to see people increase in their faith. I want to see people grow in their relationship with Christ. And I can't be apologetic about that. And I can't allow other things to distract me from that. So just in general, you maybe see me a little less often, but hopefully longer videos when you see me.
Later.
We're running back in the rain, Raylan. Thought that it was gonna be a nice day for a walk, but it ended up raining on us, so we are running back in the rain. Fortunately, Raylan doesn't care too much. She's pretty happy. She's content right now. She's like, it's just a little bit of rain, Dad. Just like a shower. We get wet in the shower all the time. But now I'm getting wet too. And I'm tired, but we'll be home really soon. All right, I'm gonna keep on running. So that was fun. I don't know if you can tell how wet I am right now. Say Raylan doesn't care. Say, I don't care, Dad. It's fine. Right? We're doing fine. That was a little bit of an adventure.
3 days later.
So it's a really nice foggy day out here this morning, and it kind of reminded me of how the future is uncertain, kind of foggy at times. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. All we can really do is know what we need to do right now. Do the right thing now, do the good thing now, and that's not based on what you think might be most favorable for you. It's based on what you know is right. As a pastor, for me, the right that I know that I need to do is focus on my church, focus on my family. Like I said before, I don't know how I possibly maintained the schedule that I was keeping for a while there. I just look at all the things that I was trying to do, and I'm realizing now that something had to give. I can't keep on doing all those things forever. And by trying to do all those things, I'm being less effective in the things that I know that I need to be doing. Once again, I'm not saying that I'm going to give up YouTube. I really like it. It's a great hobby, and it's important for me to have hobbies. But I am saying I'm cutting back. Hopefully I don't have any more hiatuses like that last one that ended up being more like 2 months off of YouTube rather than just 6 weeks. I'm hoping to post, like I said, once a month or so, maybe a longer video like this one, just kind of giving you guys an update on how I'm doing, how Raylan's doing, and using all of that as an illustration of giving you hope. That's the goal here. That's the goal, that we would all have hope and joy. Sorry about the background changes. There's so many things I wanted to talk about that I couldn't just sit down and talk about them for like an hour. It really is a crazy thick fog. I'm not even sure it's showing up on camera the way that I see it. The Bible says that that's like life too. Life is like a mist. It's a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes. We can't really be certain that we're going to know the future, like at all. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. All we can really do is seek to be faithful to God and trust Him. So I hope that's what you're doing. I hope that's giving you hope and joy.
So Raylan did have a couple hospital stays over the last couple months.
We just have a virus, but we're overdue for some meds to keep your fever down, Raylan.
Recently, her seizures have been increasing again, so we've been trying to figure out a better treatment plan to better get her seizures under control.
They got you back to a room real quick, Raylan.
So Abby took her to the hospital and stayed with her, and I visited them in the hospital. One, just to see them, and also two, because I needed to bring a whole bunch of stuff for Abby if she was going to be staying there a few more days. But I just want to let you know we're all home now, and with the med change, things seem to be getting just a little bit better, which is good. So I realized that this video might not appeal to all of our subscribers, but it is the direction that I'm hoping to take this channel, being more real about all of my struggles and joys in all of my life, not just pertaining to Raylan, because I still want you to know, now more than ever, that no matter what you're going through, you can always have hope and joy, even when life seems hopeless, because God is the God of all hope. So God bless you, and I'll see you again next time.